Hey everyone, just wanted to do this really quick video. I know some of you went through the $5 shift, and congratulations for those who actually took massive action with this. But for those of you who are still sitting on the fence or haven't done anything, this is my last ditch effort to help you understand how important it is to, if you're really serious about your business, to kind of understand how this can work for you in the short term. And hey, I'm going to share my screen right now and go over, let me make sure stuff is open where it should be opened. And I'm going to just do a quick overview of the $5 shift. I'm not going to go in deep and go through every little thing. I'm going to go over why it works, why it matters. And then I'm going to go over just looking for it on here where I'm going to go over it. Okay, I'm going to go over this part right here. Here's why it matters. And what kind of offer actually works with low ticket. I'm going to go through those two things because if you wanted all the details, then just say replay when you watch this, and I'll send you the replay of the $5 shift. It does cost, the replay just costs now. Okay, so you can watch this overview and be all good with it. All right, and if I make mistakes in this video, I'm not editing it. I'm just going to go through it, and you take what you can from it. So I'm going to share my screen now. And I'm going to go over this document right here. Here we go. So let me scroll up a little bit and tell you here's why this matters, right? So you're taking a small offer, and I'll go over it later on in this video, but it's a shortcut trust offer. I call it shortcut because it is a shortcut. It's a trust offer because you're building trust and qualified leads with this, right? And here's why it matters. Lead forms are passive. A lot of times you'll give a lead form or an opt-in form, and people will jump in because they want something, right, for free. That creates lukewarm leads, and lukewarm leads don't buy. Now, is there a place for that? Sure. I'm not saying don't have a lead magnet, but a lot of times it's hard to convert those people because you have to do a lot of nurturing with those people, right? But when you put an offer in front of your audience, even if it's just $5 or $17, you flip the script a bit. You move from just browsing, these people just browsing, to taking action. You qualify interest with a transaction, and you build trust through your delivery. So it's not just them coming in and taking a look at something for free. It is actually building some trust in the making, right? And it's a good way to get on a call. There's a friction-free way to actually get on a call with people, because if you give them something and they bought from you and you get on a call with them, now you're on a sales call, right? Even though you might be helping them with something, you're still on a sales call, right? In the background of that, right? Because they can buy your next thing that can make that work even better. So you want to create a shortcut offer, and it could be $5 swipe of your best performing post. It could be a $17 audio training that solves a common mindset block, or a $27 cheat sheet to prep your clients' calls or handle objections. So I'm going to go down here to a deeper way to look at this. What kind of offer actually works at low ticket? Not all offers work at $5 to $27, but the ones that do share these three characteristics: a hyper specific outcome. It solves one clear, urgent problem. And here's a bad example: how to grow your business. That is really vague, very broad, and most people have heard that before, right? What's a good example? How to price your coaching offer in under 10 minutes using this 3-step process. And there's specific things that's strategic about the way you say that too, but I won't go into that in this video. People don't buy vague. They buy clarity and quick wins. That's what they buy. Here's the second characteristic: fast consumption. You want it fast. They can use it right away. So think templates, swipe files, scripts, 10 to 30-minute audios, one-page guides, decision-making frameworks. It just should feel light to buy and even lighter to use. Here's another thing I'm going to say in this video that's really important. People are lazy. They don't want to do stuff. So if you have something that's really, really hard, it's deep work stuff, they're not going to do that right away, but they will do something that's going to give them a quick win. And then you can get to the deep stuff later when they're committed to it. A lot of people don't realize they're not committed to the deep work that happens to have a 7-figure, you know, they listen to 7-figure and they're trying to get there fast, but there's no fast road to that, okay? But you can start earning money, which is what people want to do anyway. C, obvious value. The aha moment happens just by seeing the offer. Example, a $7 DM to client script bundle feels like a steal because of the perceived value. It's high. It saves time, reduces friction, and gives them something they didn't know they needed, and they'll buy it, right? Here's the second thing: how to price it. Yes, $5 work, and people will pay more, right? They will pay more. So $5 to $17 builds trust. It's not about the dollar amount, it's about the transaction, right? People feel safer buying small, but they're still becoming buyers. And psychologically, once they buy from you once, they're far more likely to buy from you again. So that's it. $20 to $47 is a sweet spot for high perceived value. You especially can go higher if you add in certain things, right? The outcome is urgent. You add a live component or limited bonus, or you demonstrate that in a plug and play way. So if you do demos, like this is a demo, or if you do like live components, like come on live with me, I'll show you how to use it. Those things are really good. So you can think bump offer, $9 to $19 or $47 or $100,000. It could even work with $1,000, right? Wirecard creates conversions faster than collecting emails. Let's break this down. Lead form signal not ready. Most people will drop their email and never read the emails. Why? There's no urgency, no cost, no commitment. A cart signals, here's the solution right now. The cart invites a decision. This solves a problem I have. I want it now. It turns browsers into buyers immediately and creates momentum. The low ticket offer equal micro commitment. The micro, yes, is powerful. Once someone pulls out their cards, even for $7, they're on a path to watching the video, booking a call, or buying the next offer. Number 4, how to set this up, even if your audience is tiny. You can create a problem solver package method. What problem do they always ask about? So know your audience and what they want. What quick wins can you give them to get them unstuck from this problem? And how can you package it in a way that feels juicy? Here's an example. I don't know what to post. And then you offer a $9 swipe post, 14 plug and play, social media prompts for coaches who want to sell in the DMs. All right. And then you build a cart. Gum store is best for IG and creators. Gumroad, fast and easy. Thrive Cart is my thing because it has more advanced flexibility, like building a list inside. Here's 3 short sections to put in your cart. What is it? This is a plug and play swipe file with 14 posts you can use today. Who is it for? Busy coaches who want to sell without content overwhelm. Why now? This is $9 in value. And it's available this week. And then this part is where the DMs come in. So you can drop your link to IG bio. You can DM people already engaging with your content and offer it directly. Post about a pain point it solves and invite them to comment or click, email your list, even if it's 12 people. Now you can do all that if you have a small audience. However, a lot of times you're going to get crickets back because it's like, you're going to have to keep doing this over and over. And here's where most people get frustrated, because you're doing this stuff online. And it's like, I have a small audience and people are not engaging. I don't know what I'm not saying right. What am I not doing? And what we found, hopefully I have someone I used to work with on the Thursday event, and you should come. What we found is when we do the outbounding, which a lot of people hate that, I hate to be in the DMs, but the outbounding is actually where the sales are. The shortest path to cash is a conversation. And here is my friendly expert DM connection tool. And I'm going to quickly go through it. On the left, don't pay attention to, those are my prompts. And yeah, those, if you even copy that, it won't work well because you don't have all the deets on that. So how to identify and articulate the most impactful quick wins. So this can help you if you don't have a quick win offer yet, right? But I'm going to show you, I'm going to demo the DMs, right? And I'm going to go through why this works. And then, you can talk to me about this if you feel to. Starting a DM conversation in a friendly and genuine way can set the tone for a great interaction. Here's a simple framework. So it's already giving you a framework. Hey, name, I just came across a recent post, specific topic or a piece of content. I have to say it really is impressive. I'm going to stop right there. Here's why psychologically that works well. People love themselves more than anything. We're selfish by design. When we look at our babies and they cry and they carry on, it's a selfish thing. We still have that in us, even though we mature and shift. Our own best interest is always top of mind, right? And so when you go into a DM and you're dealing and you're doing the top of mind for your client, you're not coming to them telling them about your thing. You're actually telling them about their thing or talking about their thing. They're going to be receptive. And this is why a lot of people are not receptive. They don't know how to enter into the conversation. So you need to know how to do this, right? And this tool helps you. I'll help you understand why this worked and what to do after, right? But this is the most important thing to do. A specific content or piece, a specific topic or a piece of content they already have on their page. Now, I'm not going to go into this because it's giving you too much. And I don't want to give you too much because I want you to come to the live that I'm having the event. So I'll tell you that this specific topic and piece right here is super important. But I like the line afterwards. And I have to say it's really impressive. What is that doing? It's doing something specific. I love how you mentioned something specific here. Do you see that it's going in deeper? Like when you go in deeper and take the time to do that, people don't want it. People are lazy. They don't want to do this work. But this is where the sales are, guys. If you do this, it's where the sales are. What inspired you to dive into that? Right? What inspired you to dive into that? There's ways you can say that different in your own voice if you don't like to use the word inspired, because that kind of is not an everyday word, right? But people can use it. But you can use your own way of talking. The whole point of this is, how do you enter into the DMs? And I just demonstrated to you how to enter into the DMs. And we're going to stay on this for a little bit. I'm not going to go too much deeper than that. Maybe give different ways to do that, but that is a way you need to enter into the conversation. And this tool is going to help you go even further and further and further. But I wanted to give you a quick demonstration that the entry point, how you talk about your offer, is super, super important. 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 Okay, so we're at 15 minutes. And I'm going to stop here. I'm going to invite all of you who've watched this video to Thursday at 11 a.m. How to get traffic to your shortcut offer, your $5 shift. It's important for you to be there. I hope you come. Thanks for watching this, and I'll talk to you soon. Bye for now.